Kia ora, Canterbury. Welcome to Canterbury Live on Monday, the 16th of March. Bit of rain happening out there, isn't there? But, you know, it's quite refreshing. It's quite cathartic, isn't it? So hopefully you're braced down, got your rain jacket and all sorted for a great day. Now, we've got some birthday shout-outs first up. First of all, this chap. Do you remember this face? Yes? Eric Estrada, very, very funny. Ponch, remember Ponch? Yes, and John, too cool on their bikes. A bit of trivia for you, that when he actually left Chips, he did briefly become an actual deputy sheriff. Isn't that spinny? Do you think it probably helped him, you know, get the role by doing that? But anyway, next up, Jerry Lewis. He used to be one of my favourites. Midday on a Saturday, I used to get all these old movies, and I used to love watching Jerry Lewis movies. Well, he is 89 today. That's right. This is obviously going back a few years, but I love that he's got that awesome white teeth smile of his. Now, coming up on today's show, we have Anna from Pure Hair and Beauty, and we're talking massages, and Michael Doherty is a lucky, I was going to say victim then, but maybe guinea pig for that. Tanya Cook from Child Cancer updates us on exactly what's happening, especially around the beads. And David Clearwater joins us and fills us in about how Clearwater are going at the moment. But first up, do you like nachos? Yeah? I do, I love them. Nicola Freya from Nourish tells us about how we can make some yummy nachos apparently tomorrow.
Yeah. Yes, we'll have that on tomorrow, and it's up on the website now, the recipe, so if people want to get cooking it, it's great to have. With mince, you can do so many things. So.
Yeah, well, let's talk about mince. There's different qualities of mince, isn't there?
Yes.
And does it matter?
Absolutely, because if you've got your premium, your prime, and just your standard mince. So premium mince is actually 5% or less fat, and then prime mince is less than 10% fat, and then just your standard mince can be up to 20% fat. So with the premium mince, it's actually, if you were buying a piece of fillet steak, that's actually slightly more fat in a piece of fillet steak than there is in the premium mince. So people sort of sometimes look at mince and think, oh, it's the rough cuts or whatever, yes, but yeah. Certainly premium mince in particular is quite low in fat and a really good option because you can make it into so many things.
And so that whole myth about, oh, if you just cook it off, you'll get rid of the fat, it's not necessarily the way.
Well, I mean,
go.
If you were using the standard mince, because obviously it's a cheaper version, that would be a good way to drain the fat. Anything you can do to get rid of a bit of that fat. But the other way you can do it is buy a bit less of the higher grade mince, the premium mince, and you can add beans to it, you can add grated vegetables, just bulk that out a bit with some other cheaper food items, yeah.
And that's where nachos come into play, don't they?
Yes.
They're just that great bulky food, as you talked about.
Yes, so I actually quite often make up the bolognese mix itself and just freeze that in freezer bags so that so you're ready to go. If you want to make a lasagna, you want to make bolognese, you want to make not bolognese, want to make spaghetti bolognese, I should say, or nachos, that sort of thing. You've got your first bit already done, so you don't have to start from scratch. Because if you're making one lot of bolognese sauce with the mince, you might as well throw in a bit more and make a whole lot and freeze it.
And great for lasagna as
Absolutely.
well.
Oh yeah,
it's a good base for that too. It doesn't have to be too hard. Yeah. There's different types of mince though, different meats.
Yes.
Do you use them all?
Yeah, so chicken mince obviously, pork mince. Pork mince, when I use that to make the dumplings, I quite often use extras from that to make into meatballs, and that's actually one of the most popular things on the plate that night. Everyone wants to go for the meatballs because they're so yummy. Yeah. So I've made them for the barbecue now because just a nice sort of Asian flavour, yeah. So.
And we all like that, don't we?
Yeah.
And with mince, this is just a little funny thing, but you know when you brown off the onion, should you brown off the mince first or the onion? What's the golden rule for that?
I would brown the onion off first because then you can get that, if you've got everything in the pan together, you can't fry that onion off properly, so it's better just to get that started. If you've got your garlic and ginger and that sort of thing in there as well, get that just started off, then put your onion in and not frying it till it's brown, just to it's translucent, and then put your mince in after that.
Can you freeze the mince sauces and things like that? Like if you've made that pre-done these meals, can you actually freeze them well?
So the actual bolognese with the mince in it already made up. Yes. So the most important thing is to try and cool things as quickly as you can. So if you put them in a dish that's shallow and then let it cool down slightly so you're not heating the whole fridge up with something hot in there, but once it gets to a lower temperature, then pop that into the fridge covered and try and chill it down as quickly as you can, and then it's totally fine to pop that into the freezer. It's just if you have defrosted it excuse me, then you can't then put it back into the freezer. So you need to cook it at a hot temperature after it comes out, make sure it's well and truly heated through properly, and then serve it.
How do you like to serve up your nachos? Because everyone likes a little bit of something more than someone else, don't you?
Yeah. Well, we've actually started, and I've put this in the recipe on the website, using this little individual foil trays, because some people like cheese, some people don't, some people like one layer of mince and nachos, some people like just a couple of layers. So then everyone in the family can make their own and then pop it into the oven, cook that off, and then when it comes out the same deal, you can put your guacamole or your sour cream, or if you don't like that, you don't have to have it. Then everyone has their own little individual trays, and it's something a bit fun and a bit novel.
It's quick, isn't it?
You don't have to wash the dishes.
Of course, there's a bonus there. You can just throw it away.
Yeah.
So what kind of toppings? The standard ones, haven't you? Like cheese, avocado.
Yeah. Yes. So we and avocados coming to the end of the season, but you can still grab some for a good price. So just add a bit of salt and pepper, a bit of Tabasco sauce, a bit of garlic, add lemon juice, whisk that up. It's so easy to make. So that's absolutely delicious. Sour cream cheese, yes, that's. Yeah.
The old stock standards and things like that. And Mexican food's really come into the fore, hasn't it? Especially here in Christchurch, it seems that we've got so many Mexican restaurants happening.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
I think we're just starting to get back on our feet, and people love food from different cultures. We've got a bit of a thing, I think, in New Zealand, that we're really open to trying different foods.
Yeah. And also, nachos are a great weekend meal any time of the year, aren't they?
Yeah.
But we just have to keep a lookout on the Nourish website.
Yes, so that's
for all those
up already.
It's up already.
Up already. So
we can make it along as we're watching you tomorrow, couldn't we?
Yeah.
Hey, have a great week. Have a safe journey. I know you're heading away up north, so take care. We'll see you in next week.
Will do.
Good on you.
Okay.
Take care. Okay, and now, yes, we did tease it. Massages. Do you like them? Do you like receiving them? Do you like giving them? Well, here's Anna Harding now with Michael Doherty. Well, massages, Anna, can be a treat, or they could be medicinal.
Yeah, absolutely.
What massages do you specialise in?
I do, as a beauty therapist, you get trained in Swedish massage, which is a relaxation massage. It's not deep tissue, or it's purely just relaxation. It could help knots and things like that, but.
Great. Well, we've got a great candidate here. This man is stressed out 5 days a week getting the news out there, Mr. Michael Doherty. So tell us, we're going to work on his back today.
So,
go on you, Michael.
So with Swedish massage, I'm not, as I said before, I'm not going to focus on areas. If I asked him before the massage if he'd had any injuries during the week or anything like that, I would avoid probably doing the massage, because I mean, I'm trained in it, but I'm also not, it's not a sports massage, and I'm not healing.
Right.
Purely for his relaxation and enjoyment.
Well-being?
Yes, absolutely. So, I mean, everyone knows, the initial massage movements. Normally I would have Michael on a bed, but that's not something that can happen today. But we start off with the normal movements of a massage. So there's 3 things that I would do in the massage, but even though it would be an hour long, I'd drag them out. So there's 3 movements. The first one is effleurage. So moving your hands and moving the blood around the back, and as slow as possible, basically.
So that's the point of circulating the blood?
Absolutely. So just bringing it up and kind of introducing your hands to the body. Another one is petrissage. So when you're bringing the muscles up and creating the blood into the muscle. So you can do that all around the back, just pulling the muscle up. It's a bit of a strange feeling, but it is a good one.
Yeah.
If he was lying down, you'd be bringing the muscles up.
And do people, react differently to massages? Because it's quite a personal thing, isn't it?
Absolutely, and everyone likes it different pressure. So I always have to ask. I mean, majority of the people will always say as hard as it can be. But then there are people that like it gentle, so you've always got to ask. So the third movement that I also ask at the start, if the client wants, is tapotement. So tapotement is stimulating the skin and the muscles. So that's when we get into the...
I think Michael's quite liking that one.
So this one is definitely more for sore muscles. It's getting knots out, you can just feel them. So there's the chopping.
So you talked about knots then. I think we all sometimes have a knot, like when you roll your shoulders.
Yep.
That's not really good for it, is it?
No.
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 But we all do it, keep on rolling them, try and get a knot out.
Absolutely. So this is knocking. Really good for getting knots out, and not hard to do at home. You don't have to be trained to do this.
Well, that's how you can do it with your partner.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the third one is cupping, which is a wee bit strange, and I don't always do it. If someone's really knotted, then I will probably do it. But you're picking the skin up, which is a wee bit hard, because normally the client would have, you know, no top on, but you're pulling the muscles up and stimulating them. So you would go all over the back for that one.
An hour's a long time for you, isn't it? It's a workout for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, it's normally the full body. So I do all these movements, but in different ways to, depending on the body part that I'm doing. So a full body involves neck, back, arms, chest, décolletage, legs, front and back, and feet and hands.
Oh, feet.
Yeah.
Right, that sounds divine.
Yes.
We spoke about it another time, but the whole head is so stimulating as far as head massages and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
Do you do that as well?
Yes. That is, sometimes people would just like a head massage. If you've got a headache or you're getting tight around here, even in your neck and your back, it's amazing what just releasing the pressure in your head and your temples can fix in other places where you're having pain in your body. So, yeah, pressure points here and here can all release pain throughout the body.
Wow, okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I think Michael quite enjoyed it. It was a bit of a tease, really. And I think you're going to look after him a bit later, though, so he gets a full package. So let's talk about that. If we want to come out to you at Pure Beauty, you can talk us through what would best, because what a wonderful gift, though.
A beautiful gift. A lot of people can't justify going and having a massage, taking an hour out of work or, you know, being a mum or dad, and it's for you, and it's healing, and you're forced to just shut your eyes, forget your thoughts, and listen to music like this.
Yeah, I know, honestly.
Which immediately helps.
Camera 1 and 2 are sort of like drifting off to sleep because it's a bit too relaxing. Hey, thanks, Anna.
That's okay.
Pure Beauty, yes, with Anna Harding. Thanks to Michael Jock. Stay with us after the break. From one extreme to the other, Dave Cleater-Water joins me. Did you watch this program? Didn't you?
I said before I didn't watch it.
Brush strokes.
No.
Oh, it was a hard case. I thought we'll reminisce for your love there.
You know, I must get the series. I might learn some pointers.
I hope not. You wouldn't want to learn anything
they're
with them.
probably pretty dodgy, a bit like Mr. Bean.
Oh.
His painting skills are superb. He's in there like a flash.
Literally. Hey, change of weather.
Yeah,
we're experiencing at the moment. How does it affect you guys?
Well, number one, you've got to put warmer clothes on. For me, I've got to get out of my shorts and my sandals.
I can see that with your shorts on, love.
But seriously, it's back to inside work. We've done a lot of outside work in the last 3 or 4 months. It's been really, really good. So we're going to have to, start pushing to get the inside work, alterations, bathrooms, kitchens, which we started doing that last year because we knew with the earthquake repairs getting all tidied up and coming to an end, we had to sort of look elsewhere. So that's been really good. So we're looking for that type of work. I think we've got 2 kitchens on the go at the moment, getting built, ready to go in. We use Kitchen Express there on Morehouse Ave.
So you have your own company that you like to deal with primarily? Yeah,
we deal with the same guys, and we can get them quicker. We can get them from the time we order a kitchen to the time we can be on site is probably about 3 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks out is the latest. Because we're putting quite a few through, they're giving us a good deal, and we pass that on to the homeowners, and it works good for everybody. So the short and the long of it is, we want inside work. Yeah, that's what we're after. And
with the kitchens, because obviously it's an essential part of living in a home.
Yeah.
So how does that work when you're putting in a kitchen? They've got to use the old barbecue, or what's the story?
Yeah, most people are pretty good. it takes about a week. To be fair, I'll say a week. We can do it in less, but I don't want to say 2 days. It takes 3. You know, we'll say allow a week. We pull the kitchen out. Depends what the walls are like, whether we have to reline the wall. And there's a bit of plumbing to alter because most people have a bench-mounted tap rather than the old one's coming out through the walls.
Okay.
So we do a bit of plumbing, alter that. Then the kitchen will go in, and you can basically get your stuff back into it straight away, and then the vinyl layer or the flooring goes down last. So usually about 3 days, 3-4 days.
You spoke of a plumber then. Do you have your own plumber that you use, or do you contract out? How does it work?
We contract that out because I could probably do it myself, but we do contract it out. We use 2 different companies that we use. They can come straight away because I really can't do everything.
And that's the great thing is that you're project managing it though. We don't have to find our own plumber to get it sorted.
Well, that's the thing. If the homeowner rings up a plumber and you're trying to get the plumber and the builder and the electrician all to arrive on the same day, it's pretty impossible. Yeah, it is good luck. It's pretty impossible. We've been working with these guys for the last 10 years. Like my plumber, I know, old James down there, I've known him for 25 years. So, you know, we're using the same guys. And if I ring him
good South in that, is he?
No, he's not.
25 years?
No, he's a Canterbury boy.
Oh, that's
Took a bit of getting used to him, but he's all right. No, he's good. But I've known him a long time through my motorsport and stuff.
Yeah.
But we can actually get all your tradesmen lined up and have them all arrive at the right time. And that's the secret of being the least disruptive to the homeowner.
Right.
And that's what we want to try and do.
Yeah,
it's the least disruption as possible.
And especially in the bad weather and that you don't really want to be trying to work a barbecue, do you, feeding the kids and that and so forth?
It's an excuse to go out for a meal though, isn't it?
Oh, it's nice.
It's an excuse for the homeowner to go out and have tea.
Wallpapering, is it still as popular as it has been?
Well, if you've been watching the Let's Go Shopping, you'll see some really wild wallpaper we put on.
Wild?
Oh yeah, we've done some fantastic wallpapering coming from Germany. Homeowners have bought it and picked it. Quite expensive. They haven't told me what it is per roll, but it's very, very expensive wallpaper. And it's a lot of feature walls.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of feature walls. And some really nice wallpapers out there.
Okay.
Really,
You've got
really good.
Your website's being built on at the moment, is that right?
Yeah, they're working on it. I haven't seen it yet, but they're telling me they're
You're
working on it.
You're embracing technology, Dave. What's that all about?
I'm getting excited. Aren't I? got a Facebook page, so you can look at my Facebook page with. It's just Clearwater Painting.
So do you have some of the photos of the work that you've actually completed on there as well?
There's photos of there's photos of our wild wallpaper. It's got butterflies and birds and buildings and all sorts of things on that wallpaper.
Wow. The 3 letters, EQC, is it still happening?
Yeah, it's good. It's coming to an end. It is slowing down big time. That's why we're looking for other types of work. But there's still a lot of houses that haven't been fixed. So if you haven't been fixed, you need to give me a call because we can do it. And there's a lot of people that are still sitting on cash and they need to get their houses sorted.
Why do you think people are delaying? Are they scared?
Don't know. I don't really know. I think, look, there's lots of reasons why people don't do it. Maybe they just want to use the money for something else, or they think the timing's not right, they want to wait. Maybe they want to save up and put a bit more towards it and do alterations or something. So everybody has their own reason and I think probably thinking about it, disruption, they don't want to be disrupted.
No, that's
because it is a hassle. They think they have to move out and it's a big job getting everything moved, and so they procrastinate.
Yeah, and that's what you need to do is actually give you a call, take that stress off their shoulders and put it onto your shoulders instead and project manage it.
Yeah, that's the thing, because we do make it easy.
Yeah.
And very seldom do people move out. We've done 460 houses now, and there's not that many that we get to move out.
We've got the details here for Clearwater, of course, so let's go through those now. Oh, maybe not.
Time's nearly up.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to hearing the next cover those shorts up. There it goes. Clearwater Painting, Renovating and Decorating. Phone us today, 0800 766 378, or drop him an email, clearwater.painting@extra.co.nz. Stay with us after the break. I catch up with child cancer. Well, well, well. We're now joined by the beautiful Tanya Cook, but I think we should actually show exactly who you represent with the wonderful commercial that you've got there. Yep. So if we could play that commercial now, that'd be great. I do apologise, we must have some technical difficulties there. So, Child Cancer Foundation, tell us a bit about them.
Yeah, unfortunately 3 children every week in New Zealand are diagnosed with cancer. Mm-hmm. And the Child Cancer Foundation aims to reduce the impact that this has on the families and the children through this difficult time. by offering services to help the families be informed, supported and well cared for just during this difficult time, as you can imagine, for the family.
Well, Tanya, cancer affects so many people, so many families and obviously friends, and unfortunately it's not biased on age. It just seems so criminal when you do see babes with it, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've got a young boy locally and he was diagnosed at birth, and it's just horrible
not right,
to
is
see.
it?
Yeah.
So tell us about the different ways you actually support families.
So the Child Cancer Foundation is unique because we support the whole family, because it's not just the child, obviously mum, dad and the siblings are affected. So with the families that we have, we obviously...
I think I've got an image actually, I'm sure we can find that one. No, that's not, that's a commercial.
You can help other kids with cancer have the courage to be super too.
Help the Child Cancer Foundation continue to support brave kids like Quinn. Text BEAD to 206 to donate right now.
Today's not been good for you guys. Yeah. Okay, so there goes a family there. So who have we got here? Oh, they look gorgeous.
Yeah, so we've got Ryo and his mum. So that's so obviously we're working to support the both of them. We might offer mum somebody to support, somebody to talk to through their family support coordinator at the time. We can offer them time out at our holiday homes in Taupo and Arrowtown, so they can just submit a inquiry to go on holiday, which is great. And obviously there's a strong focus on the child, and we're helping them to be as brave as possible through our Beads of Courage program.
Right.
You can see there that Kimberly in that photo is wearing the beads, and she'll receive a bead for every treatment that she has or every milestone that she meets. Some children will receive over 1,000 beads throughout their journey.
That's frightening.
Yeah.
That's just hugely frightening. Oh my goodness. And you've got wonderful ambassadors. I mean, these children are going through treatment themselves and then become ambassadors. How does that happen?
Yeah, so basically each year, just before our appeal month, March, we put a call out to all of our families and ask for volunteers to be the faces of our appeal and our ambassadors for the year, and we get a great response. This year we have Jock, Tapaya, Kimberly and Ryu. There are 4 ambassadors, yes, and they had a great time during the photo shoot a couple of weeks ago, so it was a lot of fun for those guys.
And what do you ask of them though, Tanya?
There's not much, just bring along their smiles really, and you know there might be some interview opportunities and events that they can come along to. Yeah, they're the face of child cancer, and it keeps it real. You know, people like your viewers can see, who we're helping out.
Yeah. Well, just quickly, we've got an image, actually, an artist's impression of a new family place. It's been called in Christchurch.
Yep.
So I think we've got that there. This is wonderful.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, we lost our original building in Cashel Street in the 2011 earthquake. We've been temporarily based out at the airport while we've been rebuilding the premises, and the good news is we've only got about 6 weeks and we're going to be back there. It's right by the hospital. It's going to be awesome for the families, and all of the team are looking forward to being back there. So how can we support?
By going to your website? Would probably the best thing to do, wouldn't it?
Well, we've got three different ways really. The first one is on Friday and Saturday we've got our street appeal. So we're going to be in all the malls, supermarkets, petrol stations. We're going to be out in force, all of our volunteers, so you can just put a quick donation in a bucket there.
Great.
Or you can text BEAD to 206 and that's an instant $3 donation.
Unfortunately, we need to wrap things up, Tanya. I'm sorry, but there you go. The appeal is happening there. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll need to get you back up to see how the appeal went this week, I think. Be great to catch up with you.
Thanks.
Okay. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see?